So when I was at Princeton some time ago, I uh, had the opportunity to discover the perspective of the American people I was hanging out with on the Trojan War, and that perspective had the flavor of the Greeks being somewhat, in a sense. So this is my interpretation: pussy slave. So they will do everything for the eyes of a beautiful woman, even do a military campaign, which they are not even willing to um, give up on unless there is a resolution to the thing that was bothering them in doing the campaign, right? Again, as I was in the States, I started reading something that was saying that so the Trojan War actually is the beginning of Western civilization and the notion of nationalism. Uh, so, from their perspective, it's something important. So, so the issue that is bothering me is how it has to do with war, and I think that doing a military campaign um, to protect this notion of a princess uh, being stolen by your enemy, I think it makes sense, and it doesn't. It's not push a slave. So I prefer to do this than fight a war for petroleum dollars or anything, or televising the bombing of your enemy, only to find out that your enemy televised some slaughters, only to make the point that why did you televise the bombing? But in any case, so the thing that was bothering me today is why did Achilles disrespect Hector, dishonored Hector after killing him? So the thing that was bothering me was I am I think the Trojan War is something very good. So he shouldn't have dishonored Hector after the duel. It was highly irresponsible of Achilles to dishonor Hector, and he died. So if you fight a war, it must be fought on an ethical principle. And the situation in the Middle East. So under what ethical principle did America's military campaign televise their tour de force against what? So that's why this situation is perpetuating. In any case, so Troy made a human sacrifice of Hector, who was probably I don't think he was king, I don't remember, but he was like a very prominent figure. They sacrificed the best they had, human sacrifice. I mean, he was committing suicide, it was clear, but he had the honor to be killed in front of, to sacrifice himself. He also decided that to make the point that, okay, there was wrongdoing here. By the way, I think the movie with Brad Pitt is not perfect at this point, although I think Brad Pitt is an extremely good actor. So. But the movie has gotten it wrong at some points, but which is okay, of course, I don't care about that. Everyone has the right to put their perspective as long as it is honest. So I think there are some points that are kind of cloudy there, shady. Anyway, in the sense I say shady in the sense of doubt. But so Hector committed suicide with honor in confronting Achilles, and Achilles was highly responsible to not understand that. So he was a great fighter, but maybe he wasn't a great leader. So instead of giving up, instead of honoring the sacrifice of Hector, he dishonored him and himself. So he lost the ethical principle by which you should fight a war. So let me put it this way. If Hector comes outside the fight. So suppose that Achilles honored Hector's death. Okay, and they started figuring out what was going on, etc. So if he had honored that, and then the Trojans tried to dishonor Hector, the Greeks would have immediately have the right to nuke Troy. It would be razed to the ground, and actually they would have every right to do that. So you see, like, war is like, it's not an issue of technological power, it's an issue of ethical power.